Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to Overwatch Central. Today I'm gonna be going over the Season 10 big movers, so heroes that have gained a lot or lost a lot in pick rate. We're gonna start off with the losing side of this, but I do want to just give a quick shout out to omnicmeta.com. They've provided all the stats for this video, all the data, the graphs, etc, etc. So please do check them out via the link in the description to get a bunch of great articles and so on. Anyway, we're gonna just get straight into it. And we're gonna start off with the hero that has lost the least pick rate out of the ones that have still lost a lot, and then go to the biggest sort of loser of them all. So we're gonna begin with Roadhog. Roadhog is one of those tanks that have lost a little bit here. Not gonna be talking about him for too long, because at the end of the day, this isn't really a huge deal. But basically, he can get stunned out of his heal by Brigitte. If he hooks Brigitte, he just gets stunned and probably killed. He can get pushed around and sort of, put to the side. And targets that he hooks can get bubbled by Zarya. Next up, Genji. Lost a little bit more than Roadhog, mostly because dive isn't really meta anymore, and this is going to be the case a lot with heroes that have lost out in pick rate. But Genji in particular was such a core part of dive, and going into what currently is the sort of meta comp, he just isn't as strong anymore. He still played a bit here and there, but since he really just isn't playing with dive, he doesn't quite have that advantage of staying with the whole team when diving on any target on the map, so that's all very different. After that, we have Lucio, who's lost out a decent amount, and this mostly because he's just not part of that triple support combo of Mercy, Sen, and Brigitte, and this is affecting both the pick rate of Lucio but also MOIRA, who has also lost out about the same as Lucio, both for the very same reason that they were kind of part of compositions that were good before but aren't really meta now. In Moira's case in particular, Mercy is so meta because she can damage boost HANZO or any other type of DPS that does need damage boosting, and it's kind of a core part of it currently. And Mercy is also just a very good main healer. Moira doesn't quite have that, and you don't really need the Moira ultimate or anything in particular from her, so she's just kind of lost out because of that. Lucio, pretty self-explanatory, was played in dive and heavy mobility comps. That's not really a thing anymore, so he just isn't played. After that, we have Tracer. Same thing. Used to be played in dive a lot. Now Pulse Bomb has been nerfed. Going into armor isn't that fun. Not being part of dive because dive doesn't really exist too much currently. So yeah, if you're a Tracer player and you're very good at the hero, you can probably still play her for sure, but it's just not the same as the past few seasons. After that, we have Winston and D.Va to finish off this whole death of dive type of thing that's going on. Winston losing out quite a lot, but D.Va losing out even more in pick rate here. And this is just because they are the two tanks that were the core part of dive. Very essential to that, and that comp just isn't that really a thing anymore. Current meta just doesn't quite allow for it. We don't have to go through exactly why, because I feel like that's been explained many times even on this channel. But yeah, dive not being a thing has really hurt D.Va, Winston, Tracer, of course Lucio and Genji as well, and that only leaves Zenyatta, who is part of that triple support combo. Anyway, we're gonna be moving over to the heroes that have actually gained a lot in pick rate, starting with the one that has gained the least and then ending with the king of the current meta basically. But first on the list is PHARAH. She's gained a bit in pick rate, and I feel like she hasn't really been talked about enough. She's a bit underrated to some degree, in my opinion at least, but she can be so good on many maps in many situations. Not maybe as versatile as HANZO here, but either way, PHARAH is a very good DPS right now. She's gone up in usage and is doing pretty well. Not the most amazing meta for easily getting picks with the hero, but still decent, and with Mercy on the rise a bit again, you can farm Mercy a bit more, and that really helps out as the damage boost from Mercy is just so good. And in general, farm Mercy is just a strong combo. After that, as mentioned, Mercy is on the rise, and as she's part of that Sen, Mercy, Brigitte support combo, she's just played a lot more. Not only PHARAH is a good damage boost target, but also HANZO is a great damage boost target right now, especially damage boosting storm arrows if they also hit any headshot. That is so much damage from HANZO. So Mercy, just a good healer right now, but the damage boost is definitely part of it. Zarya is also doing super well right now, and this is because of HANZO ultimate and the Zarya grab combo being so strong, and HANZO being played a lot right now naturally leads to more Zarya as well. Zarya also helps relieve REINHARDT of a lot of CC, that's crowd control abilities, meaning stuns and so on. And with the bubble as well, all that's done with the Zarya projected barrier of course, and she doesn't tend to have a hard time getting charged right now either, as there's just a lot of damage being thrown around, but in general these comps are very brawly, and that really benefits Zarya. After that, we have REINHARDT, who pairs very well with Zarya, but has currently gone up a lot in usage together with Brigitte, and he's simply the best main tank to pair with Brigitte, as weird as that kind of sounds, as it is just also very painful to play REINHARDT a lot of the time and can be very frustrating too. It's definitely worth it in the end. REINHARDT is very strong along together with Zarya that can just bubble him, Brigitte that can synergize very well with the REINHARDT shield. They can sort of interchange between swinging and stunning and holding up the shields. So yeah, a lot of interesting synergy there, but it definitely can be very frustrating to play REINHARDT, and that's definitely been a thing in my case, as I've just been playing a lot less Overwatch ranked due to the REINHARDT type of situation. Finally though, we have HANZO, of course, has been dominating ranked as a whole and is such a strong hero right now. Dragon Strike is a great ultimate, but with Storm Arrows he's been allowed to do what HANZO couldn't do as well before, which is pressure. Pressure is very important in Overwatch, and previously HANZO was known for being that DPS pick that would just try to ride along the team's pressure, just get a free ride and not really have to worry about that part of it too much himself, and then find picks between the cracks of the enemy front line. If he wouldn't get those picks, then his team would kind of get steamrolled. If he would get those picks, then the attacking team or defending team or wherever it would be would just kind of fall apart. But now he can be part of that and create pressure himself, which is huge. Storm Arrows is a very good ability for that, and with Zarya doing so well and Mercy being meta to help damage boost HANZO too, this guy isn't gonna be going anywhere for a while. Dragon Grab and damage boosted arrows is just so good, and HANZO won't be thrown out of the meta until there is a major shakeup that makes the REINHARDT, Zarya, HANZO, Zenyatta, Brigitte and Mercy team composition a lot weaker. And on that note, that's all for now. Please do check out Omnic Meta, who provided the data for this video, link to them in the description. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course subscribe. I think YouTube's been messing with the sub feeds lately, so if you want to actually click on that bell to definitely see our videos when they come out, then feel free to do that. That's all for now. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you then.